Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to yet another video of me shouting into camera in hopes that somebody out there is listening, because no one in my real life will. And now that we've gone past that, I'd like to talk to you guys a lot about the UFC. And I just said a lot, and I meant to say a little, but I always end up talking a lot about things, so a lot is probably very appropriate. So I'd like to talk to you guys a lot about the Ultimate Fighting Championship and boxing. I love it. There's something about it I just love so much. There's something about two men or women beating the living daylights out of each other in a controlled environment where I get to cheer on without being penalized or arrested for having egged them on to do so. I think there's something, not everybody loves it, I get that, but I think there's something primal about beating the living daylights out of each other. I mean, they used to do it, Romans in Rome, they used to do it, and when in Rome, do as the Romans do, so beat the living daylights out of each other even though you're not in Rome. In a controlled environment, if you're in a hexagon, people are watching, and you're trained to do so. Otherwise, please, no violence. But anyway, love it so much, I get so heated, I love, you get him, oh my god, and I'm also one of those people, I watch fights, I'm a last second chooser. I'm just like, oh, let me see that, I choose that guy, yeah, and I get so heated, and I'm like, oh, you're gonna get him, and everybody else, I'm like, oh, what did you just say about this fighter that I only found out about 5 seconds ago? I will take you down. That's how passionate I get about these things. But I was just like, God, I love it so much, I wish I had some sort of involvement, and I don't mean like that I could fight, I mean, I'd love that, except I have been told by my family that I'm not allowed to fight because it would break all of their hearts. They had it was a thing, they made a, what do you call those, introvert, I'm not allowed. But anyway, until they all die. So I must assassinate my family. No, I'm just kidding. Guys, they're joking. This is not a confession video if anything happens to my family. Not my fault. So anyways, where was I? UFC, see what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, love it so much. And I was thinking that, God, if I had some sort of, just something to do with, what if I owned the Ultimate Fighting Championship or a boxing championship? That would be something, wouldn't it? And then I was thinking it one step further. I was like, what if it was all owned and operated by women? Thoroughly, purely women only. That's it. That means it would be women fighters, women announcers, women advertisers, women supporters, women audience, women, did I say announcer, voters, referee, judges, everything women, except of course for the two hunks with the board going round 1, round 2. Yes, that those are the only two things, two people that would be male. Everything else, female. And then also big, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the UFC, which we have now renamed UFFC. UFC because it is now the Ultimate Fighting Female Championship. Oh my goodness, we have such a lovely crowd today. Hello, beautifuls. Oh my goodness, the amount of makeup and perfume in this room puts a hooker to shame. Oh God. We have quite the audience. You guys should see what's going on. Oh my goodness. And the audience, they're really pumped up, and listen to the audience. The audience would be like, oh my goodness, I think I just broke an arrow because I have a tick that half time. And the music that's pumping, it's revving everybody up. It's unbelievable, the choice of music. It'd be every night in my dreams I see, because that's the type of music you would choose if you were a woman in the UFC, as I'm imagining it in my head. like, we have quite the fight for you, ladies and gentlemen. Our fighters are going to be out at any moment, and then the fighters will come out, and they all be like, yay, and they'd be bedazzled, and their hair, and the, oh my goodness, and the billboards that would be surrounding this place, it would be like tampons for your messiest fight, pads for as long as the fight lasts, band-aids for your bloodiest messes, bras, sports bras for all the pump and lift that you need, because that's all it's about when it comes to women fighters, is what they look like. Buy one weave, get the other free if you got your weave pulled out by some bitch in a fight. These are what the billboards would say. And free spray tans for all the attendees. Anyway, and it would be a glorious event, I think. And the fighters would come out and they'd have their face off. They would stare into each other's heavily made up faces. And then one fighter would say to the other, she'd be like, I'm gonna take you down to my nail salon because there's 2 for 1 manicures. If you're a feminist such as myself, you're gonna love all of these jokes. So anyways, yeah. Where was I? Yeah, so the fighters would come out and she'd be like, in this corner, my goodness, I can hardly see her. Is that sunshine orange that you're wearing? What? And oh, here's the other fighter. Goodness gracious, that's Moon Sparkle. Can hardly see them. They are so vibrant. And they would come out and be like, ladies and gentlemen, in this corner, we have today with us Lady, you guys knew because when you bought the tickets, it probably obviously said that she's here, but anyway, I'm going to glorify it and boost this up as much as possible. We have Lady the Barbie Doll Henderson. Barbie. And she'd be like, yeah, I have hair and plastic. She has done quite a bit for herself. She's standing at 5'4" today, and she's done quite a bit for herself in her 20 years of UFC fighting, UFC, and it is actually says here that today's her 29th birthday. We understand how that doesn't very much seem plausible, because if she's been fighting for 20 years, that means she started when she was... These are the numbers I have. You will believe them, because if you took one look at her and the amount of surgery, plastic surgery, it would be believable. But that's what we have in this corner. And in this corner, ladies and gentlemen, we have Stephanie Rapunzel Johnson. I got my hair to the you. Look at me. We gotta get it. Just me, Rapunzel. Look at me. I'm turning blue. I'm gonna be a Smurf. No Rapunzel anymore. Oh my god. She is standing at 5'4" today, weighing in at, I'm not allowed to say this number because women are so sensitive about their damn ages. Why would you guys give me any of this information if I'm not allowed to say it? Oh, it's because I'm also a woman and I agree with everything. Fighters come here, as you know, no hitting above the waist in case a sister has a boob job, and you don't want to wreck that for a girl. And oh, I've just dropped my microphone. It's really expensive. And also no hitting below the waist, just in case like somebody, you know, still wants to use that area for having babies. And like, I mean, why would they? Because it's gonna wreck their body. But you know, it's her choice, and we can't really like, you know, I mean, I guess we can have a support group for her to not have a baby, because you know she'd wreck her body that she worked so hard on. But yeah, no punching down there, no punching up here. You can scratch unless you think you can break a nail. In that case, no scratching. Pulling hair is okay if you're not gonna like lose a weave, but if you are, there is a billboard here that says they'll give you a free one. So ladies and gentlemen, we understand the rules. Yeah, you get it? Okay, let's sound the alarm, because there would be a cat screaming for the alarm, for the bell. The bell goes, and let the fight begin. And those women would fight, and it would be something that we have never seen before. And I think that it would be amazing. And you guys are welcome for the idea and all the thoughts I have now put in your head, that we can now move forward for a UFFC, which is the Ultimate Female Fighting Championship. Yep, and all women. And no men, except for the dudes, like I said. Even the bouncers. Oh my god, the bouncers at the doors and the security of the girls would also be bigger girls that were like, don't look me in the face. I can cut your throat with my eyelashes. I've had them specially made. Attachable eyelash razor blades. Okay, I think that's enough. See, I said a little and a lot, and that's all I'm gonna do. Alright, so UFFC. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you for watching. Good night. That was ridiculous, even for me.